All right, good day, students. I believe all of you are doing very well. Yes, we thank God. So, for this lecture, let's talk about isothermal compression of an ideal gas or gas. So, isothermal compression, you want to know the work done if you want to compress an ideal gas or any gas when you are not changing the temperature. You want to compress it. Under normal circumstances, if you are compressing and I did that, we expect the temperature to be changing. We are saying it should be isothermal, which means temperature should remain the same. Okay, so with this, we say that work done, which is the boundary work done. Boundary is B. Boundary work done is the integral of P divided. We've seen this quite several number of times in our previous discussions. So if you want to know whether there is a change in volume from 1 to 2, P dividend. But we all know that for ideal gas it is PV cos MRT. Are you okay? Alright. Where in some cases they will give you the R straight away. Sometimes too, they will give you the universal gas constant, then you need to find the gas constant yourself. Alright, so with this uh you see that MRT, when you multiply mass with uh, gas constant with temperature, you're going to get a value. You get a value, and that value we treat it as a constant because any number on this earth is a constant. So instead of we saying PV equals MRT, we would introduce that in our formula and say PV is equals to C. Of course, it's true because MRT is a value. Even pressure times volume will give you an answer, which is work done. Pressure times volume is work. So energy is energy. So it means it's a constant. So with this, when I come here, boundary work done will be from 1 to 2. Then P, if you make P the subject here, you get C out of V. So I'll put C out of V here, do what? The V. But since C is a constant, I'll pull it out from 1 to 2. That will be left with 1 over V, the V. So you are not doing thermodynamics again, mathematics, right? So work done, boundary work done will be C. Then if you integrate 1 over V with respect to V, you get ln V. Then you apply your limit of integration on it. So you get work done by the boundary to be equal to C, which is a constant, times length of to upper limit. Okay, let me guess. Some of you are saying, H, what is this? I'm looking at stars. So upper limit minus length, lower limit, right? But we know that logarithm, if you are subtracting, it means you are dividing. So log a to the base, log b to the base of a minus log c to the base of a is the same as log a of b over c. This is mathematics. So if that is the case, then it means this one is the same as log. Length is log to the base of e. V2 minus log to the base of e V1. So if that is the case, boundary work done will be C bracket log to the base of e V2 over V1. But some of you are scared with the log to the base of e. So I will change it back to the length. The length. So it will be C length. So log to the base of e is length. V2 over V1. So at the end of the day, boundary work done on an isothermal compression of ideal gas is C ln V2 over V1. But what is C? C is P times V. So it means if we are given P1 V1 is C. If we are given P2 V2 is C. So it depends on what they will give you in the question. They gave you initial pressure, initial volume. you put C as P1 V1. So in that case, the boundary work done for initial pressure and volume given will be P1 V1, which is the C, lane V2 over V1. Beautifully written. If they give you final pressure after you compress it and final volume after you compress it, the volume, then that one will be P2 V2. Lane, this thing doesn't change, V2 over V1. Are you okay? Alright, so now we would actually go here, student life question. So let's us solve this so that you get a feeling of what I mean. These are what you are going to expect in examination quizzes. Are you okay? It will be there. Bam. Question 1B. Bam. Question 23. OBG. Solve this. So with this, you should be as fast as possible when you are solving examination questions. But accuracy is the key. So a piston cylinder device initially contains 0.4 meters cube. So that is initial volume V1 at 100 kilopascal. So initial pressure and 80 degrees Celsius initial temperature. The air is compressed to 0.1 meters cube. That is the final volume into 0.1 meters cube in such a way that the temperature inside the cylinder remains constant. So this is where the clue is. Isothermal gas compression. So it means T22 is what? 80 degrees Celsius. Determine the work done during this process. So work done. It's in a cylinder. Piston is there, so it means boundary work. So we would use the formula C lane V2 out of V1. Then boundary work done will be C. What are we using? Are we using P1 V1 or P2 V2? Which one are we using? We should use P1 V1 because that's what they gave us. So P1 is 100 kilopascal times V1, which is the initial volume 0.4, length final volume 0.1 over initial volume 0.4. They compress it, so we expect the final volume to be less than the initial volume. So boundary work done will be, so this is what I mean, the units. So kilo, you can leave it there. Then you concentrate on the pascal, which is coming from the pressure, times the meters cube coming from the initial volume one. So pascal times meters cube. Pascal is Newton per meter square times meters cube. Meter square cancels meters cube. So left with 1 m. Then this is joules. Newton meters is joules. So it means our final answer will be kilo joules because of this kilo here in the pascal. So kilojoules. So it means if you do everything right, you will end up with negative 55.5 kilojoules. And it's negative because work was done on the gas by the piston. So if this is the cylinder, here is the piston, the gas is inside here, we compressed it, force was done, force was pressed on it, so work was done through a certain volume change V2 V1 compared to, so V2 will be lesser. So the piston will come somewhere here, making V2 to be lesser than V1, the original volume where the piston was here. So V1 is here, V2 we compress it, so piston has come here. So volume is less. That's why we had negative on the work done. So work done is indeed negative. We've seen it in the calculation, right? Alright, then let's move on to our next uh, assignment for this lecture, which is polytropic process. So polytropic process is similar to isothermal compression, only if we are talking about the order being one. The order. When I say order, it is n, the order of reaction n. So let me also bring this one up. Polytropic process P, the pressure, is found by finding the constant C times the volume raised to the power negative n. And we all know that C is either P1 V1 or P2 or V2. So they give you any of this, then you multiply it with the volume, raised to the index of minus n. Then you can find pressure. So this is an expression of pressure, right? Expression of pressure for polytropic process. But what is the expression of pressure for isothermal compression? That one is PV for C. So P is C over V. This is isothermal compression. So now with this, I can make I can make C the subject and say C will be P out of V raised to the power negative n, or C is equals to P V raised to the power n. So if you compare it with what is here, it's the same, because if I should make C the subject, C will be equals to PV. Then I told you this is a special case of polytropic process when n is what? 1. When n is 1. So when n is 1, polytropic process is more or less like isothermal compression of gas. But what is the case when n is not 1? So let's go with that. So work done by the boundary on an on an on a polytropic process will be P the integral from 1 to 2. So boundary work done will be equals to integral from 1 to 2 of P. P. What is P? P is nothing more than C times V exponent negative n the. But since C is constant, I will pull it out. Integral from 1 to 2 V raised to the power negative n the. This is very simple. We are integrating V exponent negative n with respect to V. So boundary work done, let me change the color, will be equals to the integral from 1 to 2 of V exponent negative n the. So if you want to find the integral, you just add 1 to the power, then you divide by the final, then you take your what? Integration of limits, or the limit of integration, 1 to 2. So whenever I see then I'll put the final or the upper limit there. So it will be V2 raised to the power negative n plus 1 minus lower limit, which is V1 raised to the power negative n plus 1. And you know what V2 and V1 is? The final and the what? Initial volume. Then here will be still negative n plus 1. So I write this one well. Now get boundary work down to be equals to C. Don't forget there was C somewhere there. I left it out. Then concentrated on the integration. So now that I'm done, I'll bring the C's back. So C times V2 is for negative n plus 1 minus V1 is for negative n plus 1 over 1 minus n. Negative n plus 1 is the same as 1 minus n. So this is the expression we have for boundary work done in a polytropic process. Polytropic process where n should not be equals to 1, because immediately n is equals to 1, this will change to isothermal uh, isothermal gas compression, because when n is equals to 1, this will be C 1 to 2 integral from 1 to 2 1 over V, because V is equal to negative 1. I said n is 1, it will be the same as 1 over V. Then what is this? This is C, then V2 V1. That's what we had in isothermal gas was compression, if you remember. Yeah. So we don't want n to be 1. So if n is not 1, then what do we get? So with this C, we will know that C will be equals to P1 V1 equals P2 V2. But we are saying n is not 1, so it means n should be N and N here for polytropic process. But for isothermal gas compression, N is 1. That's why it says C equals P1 V1 is the same as P2 what? V2. Yes, you can see it here. C is P1 V1. The same C is equal to P2 V2. But in polytropic process, no. It's raised to the power of N. The volume is raised to the power of N, making it a little bit different. So we know that V2 exponent negative N plus 1 could be written as V2 exponent negative N times V2. So if that's the case, then if I come here in terms of C for the first expression, which is V2 exponent negative N plus 1, I will use P2 V2 exponent N as C. So I will get P2 V2 exponent N C in that case times V2 exponent negative N plus 1, which is the same as this. So V2 exponent negative N plus 1 will be this times V2. So if your mathematics is good, you get P2, then V2 exponent N multiplying V2 exponent minus N. Since the base are the same, you write one of the base, then you subtract the exponent N minus N, 0. And any number to the power 0 is 1. So it means V2 will vanish, V2 will cancel this, then I'll get V2 here minus this minus. You see, I'm breaking everything down for you. So boundary work done, that's the continuation. If we should put everything in, then when you come to this second term, which is V1 exponent negative N plus 1, that one will be V1 exponent minus N times V1 exponent 1, but we do write. And why am I able to do that? It's for me, this is, we said the bases are the same. So if we are multiplying, we just add the exponent. So negative N plus the 1 which is here, but we don't write it. Are you okay? So um that one too will be minus. Then what will I use for C? This time, since it is V1, I will use P1 V1 exponent N. So it will be P1 V1 exponent N times, so in terms of C, for the second term, it will be P1 V1 exponent N times V1 exponent minus N plus 1, which is the same as V1 exponent minus N times V1. So V1 exponent N cancel V1 exponent minus N. Now I'll be left with P1 what? V1. All out of 1 minus N. So this is the simplified version of of polytropic process work done, or work done on a polytropic process. So immediately you get initial pressure, initial volume, final volume. Then they tell you to find the work done on the system. Then you use this formula. Of course, they will give you the value of N from the equation. Maybe they will tell you that it is following the order. It's following the order CV exponent 2. So if you see this, it means your N is 2. Then they will give you the other parameters P1, P2, V1, V2. You put them in, you find it. Alright. So I'll come away with an example on polytropic process in our next lecture. Stay tuned. Bye.